First was Sharon Tracy Gale, then Value Craig Nova, then Devon Rayford, then Joseph Piggott, then Mortards in general, and then Sovtards came along as well. But I've now realised that Flat Earthers are also
bring it back.
G'day, hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. It is very much appreciated. So yes, it appears that Flat Earthers are also batshit crazy. But you would know this if you've ever watched the channel CoolHardLogic. A link for that is in the description below. Today from TikTok we have rabbithole_haze777. I think the word rabbit hole in her channel name says it all.
So a lot of you guys want to know, why isn't anyone outside of our dome trying to help us?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Firstly, there is no dome. The Earth is not flat. Secondly, there are no people living outside of the dome because there is no dome. Can you see a pattern forming here?
But the thing is, they are trying. This land right here, called the Ancestral Republic, is full of humans that actually escaped one of the resets that the custodians at Anunnaki placed upon Earth.
Oh my stars, where to start? How do you know that there are humans living out there? Did they what, give you a Zoom call? The Ancestral Republic does not exist. Not in mythology, not in fantasy novels, not in, well, anything. And the anarchite that she's talking about, well, that's a whole different video in itself. But if I tell you this one little fact, then you'll see how crazy this is. Do you remember David Icke, the reptilian conspiracy theorist? Well, he believed that the reptilian overlords were in fact from the Anarchy.
The ancestral humans of the Republic are actively trying to free us inside the known land.
Again, how do you know this? Text, emails, smoke signals, carrier pigeons? Where is your evidence for any of this?
As you can see, there's an entrance here, and there's many more portals to get into the known lands and out.
Portals? Really? Portals?
How about no?
Or are you thinking of Sliders, or Stargate, or Outlander, or Guardians of the Galaxy, or Room 104, or Loki? I could go on.
But every time a being from the Ancestral Republic tries to enter into the known land, it sets off an earthquake.
You've got to be joking me!
I'll explain this in simple words that this young lady can understand. Tectonic plates. They are always moving very, very slowly, but they get stuck at their edges due to friction. When the stress on the edge overcomes friction, that's when you get an earthquake.
The custodians and Anunnaki have such a tight surveillance system, anytime a being tries to enter into our dome, it sets off small or large earthquakes in the surrounding areas.
Okay, hang on. So the Anarchy are now custodians? And how do you know about this tight surveillance? Do you have any evidence? What do they use? Evidence? And where are their headquarters? And Who pays for it? The Anarchy or the custodians?
So the beings from the Ancestral Republic can't get in through the entrances, so they're trying to figure out a way to make their own entrance, which so far they haven't figured out. They don't have the technology to penetrate the dome like the custodians and Anunnaki did.
They don't have the technology, but surely they were smart enough and presumably well equipped to escape in the first place.
All of the portals to the known lands are guarded heavily by custodians. What does custodian mean? A person who has responsibility for taking care or protecting something. They are not taking care of us, and they are not protecting us. They are keeping us prisoners. Us humans don't even know our potential because of them.
Our potential is not to listen to idiots on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or whatever that make up their own shit and then attempt to get people to follow their bullshit. That is our potential.
The Ancestral Republic are currently using technology that they got from the giants to try to figure out a way to melt the ice wall without causing floods.
What the jiggins? Now giants are involved.
Stop it. Get some help.
Where did they come from? How did they get their technology? This video is screwing with my head.
The entryway that they are trying to create is called the Summer Portal, but they haven't been successful yet.
But they've got all of this technology. How long have they been trying? A year? 10 years? 100 years? 1,000 years? And once again, how do you know all this?
Another issue that the Ancestral Republic is facing is the fact that humans are so conditioned.
Cause the pot can't call the kettle black.
They want to tell us about all the other lands. They want to teach us about spiritual growth and our true past. But they know they're going to be faced with a lot of negativity and hate due to our conditioning.
No shit, Sherlock!
So they really can't even help us unless we just all unite and develop ourselves as a race and acknowledge that there is another reality outside of our ice wall.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen! No, not gonna happen!
We could be going on expeditions going past the ice wall, but the custodians are generating fear or straight up military intervention, like they forcefully will not let us leave.
Who are these custodians? Who pays for them? What uniform do they wear? What is their insignia? Where do they sleep? How do they get their supplies? What equipment do they have? Boats, airplanes, drones, dogs, helicopters, submarines, and most important of all, where is your evidence?
Now I'm gonna end this video with the clip from one of my favorite content creators because he is speaking straight facts.
Bullshit alert. Bullshit alert.
Now this guy is an absolute piece of work. His TikTok channel is Forbidden Knowledge. His name is Billy Carson and he is an absolute freaking idiot. He believes in all sorts. For example, the Nazis flew to Mars after meeting aliens on Antarctica, which of course everyone is forbidden to go to. There is a sinkhole in China with its own ecological system. The human body receives and sends its own Wi-Fi signal. There is a war happening inside the moon. But something tells me he's been watching way too many episodes of Star Trek.
When a more advanced civilization meets a less advanced civilization, the advanced civilization becomes deified. That's why a lot of these advanced civilizations have something called a prime directive.
Then the Prime Directive is in full force, Captain?
We must face the ramifications of the Prime Directive.
Which includes the Prime Directive.
Do not interfere with this civilization. They're not ready for us yet. We can influence them in ways that will destroy their growth, their conscious growth. It already happened. The Anunnaki violated that, and they wrote about it. They actually wrote about it. They said that what we did here was so bad and so wrong.
The Anarchy wrote about this? So where are these writings? Where can we read them? Can you provide any evidence?
That we're gonna have to answer to the creator of all. So even they knew that there's a creator. But they told the people on the planet they were God.
And there she is, nodding away as to say, yep, this is the absolute truth. I've only got one word to describe this. Disturbing. Okay, that'll do it for this video. There is enough crazy there to last us until the next video. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video, if you would be so kind as to click the thumbs up button, that would be very, very much appreciated. If it is your first time here, somewhere around about here, there is an icon, and that will help you to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click the bell. That will give you notification of future videos. Once again, thank you very much for joining and watching. It is very, very much appreciated. I will see you on the next video. G'day.